take a look at the other finishers, too. We mentioned Shannon O'Keefe had that number 4 spot until the last game. Missy Parkin has bowled very well so far on tour. She is so due to win. Carrie Smith won the regional league in Eagan, Minnesota. Ended up making the top 10 here. Sandra Gongora, Danielle McEwen. You can always count on Danielle to have a strong event. Clara Guerrero in the top 12. And Erin McCarthy finishing in that number 12 position. We have 2 matches remaining. As you see, Bryanna Cote in a narrow victory over Verity Crawley, but Cote had locked up the match before Crawley struck out. But in this one, Bryanna Cote just steady as she goes. George Richard had a hard time finding a look that was successful for her earlier. And so now Cote moves on to take on the defending champion in this event, Diana Zavjalova, whom you heard from a few moments ago. Now, we say defending champion, there is a little bit of a caveat. The last time the PWBA visited here was 2018. There have been 3 champions. Rocio Restrepo, Shannon O'Keefe, and Diana. But Diana told us how much she loves this building, and she showed it. She was never worse than 3rd place at the end of every round. She was 3rd, 2nd, 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 and at times yesterday was 1st. And as great as Brianna Clemmer was, Diana stayed in her orbit until the very end. So Diana's had a good look all week, but this isn't all week. This is Sunday afternoon on the west coast of Florida by the Gulf of Mexico. And Bryanna Cote has had the look so far. Now, Carolyn, as you predicted, she did switch to another ball right at the end when she had wrapped things up. She didn't use that ball this time.
Actually, she threw one ball in the 10th frame, which you may not have seen. She did not get this ball to the right. Again, goes through the nose, especially on this left lane. And then she made the spare, and then she threw the ball that I was hoping she would try to throw. And it came in light, gave her a pretty good look. But again, she's the bowler, so she's opted to stay with this ball because she's made it work. But if she tends to do this again, I bet you will see her switch.
But only on that left lane.
Yes.
Because it's so often the case with bowling, it's just like 2 separate tournaments going on, a left lane, right lane event.
It is, and honestly, the thing that we don't talk enough about is they bowl on Friday. That's one tournament. Saturday, that's another tournament. It's a new day. New day, the lanes are different, your body's different, and today is a 3rd tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our number 2 seed from Latvia, Diana Zavjalova.
From Riga in Latvia, 4-time titleist. 2 USBC Queens Championships in Nevada and Baton Rouge. And her last victory on the PWBA Tour, 2018, right here. That's another thing we saw a lot of.
Now, Diana is using the solid version of the ball that Bryanna is using on the right lane. Playing a little bit deeper, definitely gets it to the right, but again, rolls just a little bit earlier, comes in light, leaves a 7-10.
Did that shot lack a little energy?
Yeah, it just, yeah, it definitely did not have enough energy down the lane. Like I said, it rolls a little bit sooner. So, basically it ran out of gas. You know what I mean? Rolls a little sooner, so you're not going to have as much on the back end, right? Common theme.
A great recovery.
Now, if you notice the difference between those 2 shots, she got that ball out onto the lane just a little bit more. Right here, see the loft? Just a little bit out onto the lane. Still the same area, right? Everybody's still getting it to the same area. We're in the 3rd match. And takes out that 8-pin.
Working on the athletic tape on her wrist. Got a finger injury and a weird thing. Dropped the ball on a finger a couple of tournaments ago and had to fight through that.
Harry.
Oh, powerful strike. One of her best shots of the day right there.
Oh, by the way, let's look at that ball change on the left lane.
Well, well, well. She didn't wait around this time.
Nope.
That was a wise decision. 4-1 for Carolyn.
I'm telling you, that ball on the right lane gives her such a great motion. Once she started to have to really fit it on that left lane, time to change balls. She's throwing it good. She's lined up. Now you just got to get the ball to get through the pins, and that's it.
But she has to be so full of confidence, especially after making a decision like that, because we know those decisions occasionally backfire, but not in this case. She must, I can't imagine the confidence she has right now. And Diana made a little adjustment there, but couldn't get the 4-pin.
All she did was simply loft the ball onto the lane just a little bit more so that that ball conserves a little energy. You could see it. Why am I'm slurring my words here, for God's sake. Right here, you could see her get it out onto the lane, right there. Just like she did on the left lane. Gets it to the same spot, finishes just a little bit harder, but that's what's going to happen. When you get that ball out onto the lane, have that little bit of loft, your ball will conserve energy to give you just a little bit more pop on the back end.
I think it's interesting. I think that Bryanna's done a great job of, because she's been clean the whole day, she's forcing you to not make mistakes.
She's actually forcing you to outbowl her.
Yeah. See Daria Payok, who's a good friend of Diana's, hanging out to watch, to root on her pal, and some Weber folks are here as well. He mentioned that Diana was a superstar in college. My goodness. Look out. And for the second straight week, you were seeing the advantage of being in that first match. Shannon O'Keefe had the time, had the experience, saw these lanes transition in real time. It's not that easy to be 1, 2, or even 3.
I think it's very hard to be tournament leader. You always go back and forth. Hey, do you want to be second? Do you want to be third? Yeah, it's great to have a game under your belt. You know what the lanes are doing, and I think you do have an advantage from the tournament leader. But again, if you are tournament leader, you only finish second. That's your worst.
Then I'll be looking forward to being part of, including Wednesday. And Bryanna Cote, this is her show right now.
She has her foot on the gas pedal. She is sticking to her game plan. Again, she has moved very little, more on that left lane, not really on the right lane. Still keeping that great ball motion, not trying to overhook it. She's allowing the ball to do all the work.
This is starting to look like last week, only when Bryanna, of course, on last week's show, finished 4th. Oh, that snapped a little harshly, and she is fortunate to get just the 4-pin there. Okay. Ball change here. Flush.
To the same ball that Bryanna's throwing. So again, that's the step, right? That is a cleaner ball off that RST1. A little bit cleaner, still reads the middle part of the lane, but right here, same area, same break point as Bryanna, just getting there a little differently. Perfect.
Well, and in my notes, talking with Diana, that was one of the 2 balls she mentioned that she used extensively to get to the number 2 position. But she does come into this building with a lot of confidence, a lot of good feels. But she's run into a very tough opponent. That a double for Zavjalova. And a little resistance in the middle of the match. Zavjalova, has she found something that was missing early, and can she make a run at Bryanna Cote, who has absolutely been in charge? We are halfway through with the winner to take on the number 1 seed, Bryanna Clemmer, for the title. Bryanna Cote with a 22-pin lead, but she's getting a little pushback now from her opponent in this penultimate match, with Bryanna Clemmer awaiting the winner. On the friendlier right lane, where her strike percentage is a lot higher than on the left, but that would go for anybody today. A dramatic left turn, much like many Florida drivers at the last second.
Oh, not like New Jersey, make a right to make a left. Right here, so you're playing the same part of the lane. Look at how far right. She got that one out to 3, and the ball just sets up into the pocket. She has been rock solid from game 1.
You see the max scores. This has been so far about where she has taken these matches by the throat and held on to them in the middle when her opponents have faltered a bit. Now Diana showing some signs of not faltering, so this is going to be interesting. And that crossing over, and not a great shot, obviously, leaving a 6-10 behind. Again, the left lane. Well, you really almost have to throw it on the right lane to make it work.
That was just way left off her hand, and as you can see, she got around that one just a little more. Look where she's at, almost over the tracer, way left of out here. And you can see it goes Brooklyn. She leaves herself the 6-10. She switches balls to a plastic ball to shoot her spares.
Well, she's put on a clinic when it comes to cleaning up.
It's going to be very interesting. Let's see what Diana does on this shot. First off, first bowler in all the matches to finally change to a pearl ball against Bryanna.
And a mixer strike, and 3 in a row for Zavjalova.
She's going to be a little bit, just a little bit left of Bryanna, but she is, again, playing the same break point. This is a great lesson at home. Depending on how you throw the ball, you can play the same break point, right? It's just how you get there. And I love the ball change. I think it was the right thing to do. You need a ball that's a little bit cleaner, still reads the middle part of the lane, and gives you that light hit. That was the one that gave Bryanna the go-ahead in that first match. Light hits.
And the messenger's going to drop in the gutter. The other one's just not the strength.
Watch this right there. That's the 1-2 board. But again, here's the tracer, correct? Oops. Sorry. Nope, my fault, JT. I was a little late on that one. But that tracer, once it gets past that tracer, before it starts to get head pin, it's too long. Got to get it to read right between that tracer. I love those tracers down lane.
They're great for telestrating, that's for sure. Uh-oh! Well, her second open, the first one understandable as it was the 7-10, but that one that hurts. Just a little loss of concentration.
That's very unlike Diana. I watch her bowl all the time at home. She is a great spare shooter. She's always practicing her spares. It's just a bad break.
Well, Bryanna Cote has taken advantage of everybody's mistakes so far today. If you've made one, she has pounced on it. And she does it again. And she's also gotten away with a couple on that left lane, too. She has not been hit, except for the 4-9, right? She had that?
Correct, but that 4-9 was on the right lane.
That's right.
I believe it was on the right lane.
Yep.
So it's been either 3-6-10 or the 6-10, I believe. But again, that ball, way left of target. But remember what she did in the 10th frame. She said she was going to increase her ball speed and get it to the right. And right now, that's probably something she can do on this left lane without having to make the big move. Increase your ball speed. Get them feet moving. Go. And throw it a little bit harder on that left lane.
Cecil points out, our scorekeeper, that yes, that was on the right lane, the 4-9. It's the only open she's had. And she did have a 3-6, 9-10 on that left lane in the prior match. But by that point, she was in control. And the 4-9 did not hurt her. Quick glance over at her ball reps who were off, standing clustered off to her right in front of us, actually.
And for all the players, I don't like really getting around it. I like more of up the back of it or rolling it off your hand. And if you need to get it to go through the pins, kind of like what Diane did, pitch it out onto the lane just a little bit.
Well, Zavjalova can get to what, 214 is her max. And the max for Cote now after that spare is 229.
Great shot, gets this one right out onto the lane. That was picture perfect. Great comeback shot after that mental error.
And another left lane re-rack. Bryanna Cote, who qualified first, who beat Zavjalova in the final game. They crossed together, and they happened to be bowling against each other in the final game yesterday. And Clemmer, who better. She's been better in the last, especially on what she did on Friday, which we'll talk more about when she steps to the main stage. Right now, she's warming up. Zavjalova needs another one. And gets it. A late tapper on the 10.
Much better shot by Diana. Love the little bit of loft out onto the lane, but again, same break point. Just great shot after that 10 pin.
No, I don't think that's going to have the juice to get that 4-pin out. It doesn't.
No, but you could see when she let that go, her little facial expression there. Got it just a little bit left. I'm telling you, angle was so important. Right here, watch. Throws it good, gets it out on the lane. But right here, once you hit that 8-9 area, it just comes up a little bit high.
Well, you knew she wasn't going to miss that one. So Diana finishes at 203.
But I think it's more about just taking that extra second to regroup and make sure you can focus.
Needs 8, has 9. So Bryanna Cote has one more step to complete the step ladder. She will move on to take on the #1 seed, Bryanna Cote. So it's Bryanna and Bryanna. Let's see if you and I can go through a clean game between the two of us.
Okay.
So it is Bryanna Cote, Bryanna Cote in our championship match to decide the 4th winner of this PWBA St. Petersburg Clearwater Open.